Hey guys, it's Akko Stark here. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a quick SEO plan for your e-commerce website or your website in general. This particular case is for a client that does sell custom stair treads, and I want to kind of show you guys how this whole thing works. So with the current SEO overview, right? So we have the authority score of the website, which is basically the strength and then the power that website has in the search engine, because Google basically filters people out based on how authoritative they are in the search engine. So in this case, client has 7 out of 100, which is a very low authority score. And we got to figure out what the average authority score is among the competitors who are also going after and ranking for the similar keywords that these guys want to rank for. They have very low organic traffic, even though they do rank for quite a bit of keywords here. We got 143 keywords generating 15 organic traffic from. And then with the backlink sources, we have 25 backlinks, which is basically generated from 12 referring domains. Now, one domain actually can generate multiple different backlinks. So that's why you'll always see referring domains are going to be a lot less than the backlinks as a number as a whole. So now moving in here, we analyze the average competitors. What we're seeing here is the average competitor have basically 20 DA to 30 DA, which is domain authority. So in order for these guys to compete in the market where everybody else is ranking for the keywords that they want to rank for, they need to be at least 20 on very bare minimum for them to be able to have enough strength to compete for the keywords everybody's fighting over. Now just going down in here, this is basically the authority score breakdown. This is a screenshot from SEMrush, so that way you can get a full understanding of where your authority circle is. And authority circle is basically way SEMrush has this categorized is by how many natural links does your website get, what kind of link power you have from the backlinking campaigns that you have built for your website, and also the organic traffic. As we know from last leaked documents, API data from Google side of the world, we learned that Google does use the click activity and the traffic as a way to determine how credible the websites are in a niche. So it is important for the website to experience the organic traffic, and it is important for the website to actually get a good click-through rate from their organic positions, because that also does help the overall authority. And way you improve the click-through rate once your keywords are positioned on the first page of Google is by getting creative with your meta titles and meta descriptions while staying consistent with focusing on a main keyword that you're going after. So what do we see here on this authority score chart? We see that this website does not have any link power, really. This website does not have enough organic traffic to establish a high level of reputation, and this website is not accumulating natural profile backlinks. So that means that they don't have enough visibility out there for anybody to be naturally linking back to them. That's not a problem though. All these things can be solved. Now, diving into the current website ranking. So we have 120 keywords that this website actually is acknowledged and ranking for. Now, as you can see, the little bit of a redness here shows that there is a decrease of traffic, a decrease of keyword rankings, and that's not a good sign. So that could be the recent algorithm update that Google came up with, or it could be something else. Now, look at this, right? Out of all these keywords, the number one keyword that these guys want to rank for is custom stair treads. And right now, when we click the document right here, we can actually see all the keywords that they rank for. But the custom stair treads has dash in a position, and the previous position recorded was 36, which is the 4th page of Google. So what we want to do here is we want to actually understand where the most traffic is coming from. So it comes from their name, and it comes mostly from the custom stair treads as a keyword, which is the indication of people are searching for brands in this niche, because there is not very many people that produce custom stair treads in the United States based on my research. So there is quite a bit of people, but it is not as much as thousands of results out there. There's only probably maybe 50 people out there in the United States that do like custom stair treads work in the United States, and then a lot of them that actually do this work, a lot of them don't have the organic presence or online presence in general, so it's hard to find them. So people are willing to actually do some research, and what we're seeing is if 92% of this traffic is pretty much coming from the custom stair treads, people are actually looking to scroll through the first page, go to second page, and even third page and fourth page, because this is on the fourth page right now. So and rest of the other traffic, which is the remaining 7%, is going to be coming from their keyword for their brand that is acknowledged out there in the market. So it's a very low visibility here. They don't have good keyword rankings. And also, like, a last thing that I forgot to tell you guys, no keyword ranks on the first page of Google but their name. I mean, obviously, like, if your website is not ranking for your name, I mean, that's just terrible. But they do rank for their name, which is good. And basic SEO elements are in place on this website. I mean, that's why they were able to rank for 120 keywords. But ranking for keywords is great and all. You could rank for tens of thousands of keywords, but if those keywords are not converting people to pay you, it's useless. So with SEO, you don't want to think about or chase like how much traffic you're getting or how much keywords you're getting. You want to be more conversion oriented, and there's a lot of different ways and methodologies that I have that we do this for clients on a daily basis. Now, let's just go down in here an SEO plan breakdown, right? So here's what we would do. The very first month, we must improve, and right now, when you type in custom stair treads, not custom stair treads, but their name, you have you basically have here. Let me just do this, right? So Tom Fiello, and so we got custom stairs by Tom Fiello. That's basically how it is, and this is looking for reliable and experienced supplier of custom hardwood stair treads. Look no farther. Tom Fiello specializes in crafting premium quality custom ... Now, every time there is some kind of a ... inside the meta description, that tells you that the meta description that they came up with does not meet the Google's criteria of 160 characters. You want to keep all your meta descriptions optimized 160 characters minimum. So now let's go down in here and look at my recommendation. My recommendation is custom stair treads by Tom Fiello. Because if we do want to focus on custom, and that's all they do mostly, they do custom stuff. We want to concentrate on that custom stair treads and making that a first keyword before anything else comes after it. It's a great practice. And then my suggestions for meta descriptions were the following. Tom Fiello creates custom hardwood stair treads tailored to your vision. From texture to finish, your stairs deserve the best. That's slightly little creative marketing right there. We got your dream staircase. Your dream staircase starts here. Tom Fiello crafts custom stair treads that match your style with endless options for every detail. And then the last one I got is get custom hardwood stair treads that fit your style and stand the test of time. Tom Fiello delivers the quality you can trust. I mean, that basically says and fits everything that they do in a meta description, and it's not like keyword like stuffing or anything like that. It's nice and smooth. Humans can enjoy and read it. The next thing that we need to do is actually when you go to this website, we have FAQ page presented on the homepage here. These FAQs here need to have some more like a custom stair tread related questions in here. I mean, we do have custom stairs, but we don't have anything about custom stair treads, and I would like to add that in there. So my recommendation here is, we have couple of different examples of how we could do that. What materials can I choose for custom stair treads? You have how do I measure my stairs for custom treads, and then the answers are pretty relevant. We got what is the lead time for custom stair treads? I think that's the most relevant. I think it's my favorite. If we're going to implement one of these or two of these, The green highlighted would be my favorite because, lead times typically range from like 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the complexity of the design and the material chosen by the customer. We will provide an estimated delivery date when you place your order. So I think that is very relevant to the business. And also we're able to have custom stair treads in the FAQs, which is also helps us with a keyword density on that homepage. And the last one is do you offer installation services for custom stair treads? Installation is a question that comes into this market. After the stair tread suppliers supply the stair treads, then people are like, okay, well, that's great, but do you want to come and install? I want to do a done for you service. Sometimes stair tread companies outsource that service to somebody else, or sometimes they do it themselves. So it's an important question that you address in here, and I think it is also relevant to the brand, which makes this my second favorite implementation, that we will still get custom stair treads in there as another density of a keyword. Next thing is we have blogs on this page. The blogs on this page, there was only 5 blogs. All 5 blogs are written by AI. That's not a good news. You can use AI in 2024, of course, it's acceptable, but it is not something that you want to do. 93% of all the content here is created by an AI. We want to stay away from this. I've seen a lot of websites are getting penalized right now with this. I had to manually help 7 websites remove their manual action penalty from ChatGPT articles. So I don't want to hear anybody saying anything about oh, yeah, it's okay to use the AI content. We use AI all the time. So yes, it is okay to use the AI to generate articles, but you have to humanize them. You have to add the human element to it, and you have to make it more unique than what AI generated. AI can do a lot of heavy lifting for you, but you're gonna have to also put some work into this and not be lazy about it, because at the end of the day, you're establishing organic rankings and you need to do this the right way, and there is no skipping through that. So all 5 of these articles need to be humanized ASAP. And then we need to establish a deep internal linking across the website with minimum of 2 to 3 interlinks per page. These links must be relevant and meaningful, not just for the sake of internal linking. A lot of people just go there and hammer down internal linking. Oh, well, I got 3 links linking here. I got 5 links linking here. Well, that's great. But is it relevant? Does it serve a purpose for the users? Does it make sense? These are some of the things that you need to think about when you're doing the internal linking. Do not do it for the sake of just establishing interlinks. Just do it with the consumer's behavior in mind. And then you're going to be able to establish way better and more effective internal linking structure than you would just by stuffing a bunch of links together. Next thing that we need to do is we need to establish the EAT, which is expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. This is something that Google has been emphasizing for a past couple of years now. And way you do this is you do this by the topical authority. Topical blog. And what that means basically is for you to really show that you are a true expert, and then based on the quality of your articles that give information to search users that land on those articles and stay there longer and share your articles, get more social shares, Google then finds you as somebody worthy to talk about these topics. And now you have established yourself as an expert with people engaging with your content and sharing your content. You have the authority, and basically Google acknowledging you for the keywords gives you more authority, and then trust because people are sharing your content across all the social media platforms. So just simply explain, this is how it is. I don't like to overcomplicate these subjects. Of course we can get super technical with it and stuff, but I think for sake of everybody, these things need to make sense. And topical authority is all it is you basically covering everything in your niche that makes sense for your consumers. So in this case, these are some of the topics that make sense. What are the best tips for stylish staircase renovation? Carpet, hardwood, or tile? Which material is best for your staircase? These are important things that people are asking out there in Google. This is all keyword based. How can you improve stair safety without sacrificing the style? That's another question that people have curiosity about. What are the top staircase design trends for 2024? How can you make sustainable choices for your staircase materials? How can you achieve a luxury staircase design on any budget? Can a well-designed staircase increase your home's value? I mean, just think about these topics that we're building here. And this is going to continue to build. It'll probably be, honestly, like, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 amount of topics that actually make sense for this brand. In some cases, like, it doesn't make sense to have more than like 20 articles for the brand. Some cases it makes sense to have more than 50 articles, depending on the industry. So, but what you want to do is you want to do this on a monthly basis. So our plan of action is going to be like establishing 5 to start with on a monthly basis. And then we'll escalate and evolve based on what we see, how the rankings are going, how the authority is being developed. Once all these things, we have a clear data on it, we'll decide like whether we want to increase those, blogs a month, or do we want to decrease them, or do we want to change the strategy. Another thing that I believe that would be great for this niche would be the do-it-yourself type of articles. A lot of people want to do some stair renovations, and then if you can provide them with the helpful guides, that will really help you establish that authority, expertise, and the trust, because you're now giving them value of knowledge, value that they can do it themselves. So that's pretty much what you have to focus on. Now, another thing to keep in mind is all these topical content that we're gonna have out there. Those are potential also internal link building opportunities for us, and we do want to utilize these blogs, because every new piece of content that is being shared as a blog in a search engine is going to be treated as some kind of a new content, especially when your authority is going up and Google's going to index the new content faster. And with that indexing, once the spiders and crawlers, the bots that Google sends over to that page, they start discovering the internal links, they start to pass into and look into those internal links, basically crawling other content that is basically linked onto this content. It's a very smart strategy to utilize the internal structure framework that we have for this. But anyways, we do not want to concentrate on your main keyword. So right now, when you type in a custom stair treads on the Google, what do you see? You're seeing that, you have advertisement, and in the organic results, you see most of them actually be, Shopify stores or e-commerce stores in general. And why is that? And that is because for that keyword, Google understands the keyword intents as well. They know what the people's intention is because they record every single user and their behavior. Then they basically categorize them in their databases. So they know that people that are looking for custom stair treads are looking to buy stair treads. So they're not going to give them informational content. They're going to focus more on the e-commerce operations. So for building internal links on custom stair treads as a keyword, right, and driving that onto our homepage, what we will need to do is we will need to actually concentrate on these topical blogs, not to be ranking for keyword custom stair treads. You can, a lot of people where they make a big mistake is they have a collections page that they want to rank for a keyword, and they accidentally end up ranking their blogs because they write so much blogs about that keyword. Google gets confused, and you're not going to be fighting your own pages in Google. Google's going to pick and choose. So you want to just do this very carefully and not waste a lot of time on this. So your blogs need to concentrate on not having anything to do with ranking for the main keyword your collections page or your home page is ranking for your service pages, whatever that might be. But with inside the blog content, you have to get creative and find a way how you can tie that page where it makes the most sense or maybe another blog that's also interlinking to that custom stair thread page. So that's basically like how you got to think about these things. You don't want to be like, having spammy tactics. You just got to be strategic with it and think of value, providing value. If you can think of like from value standpoint, you will be very successful with SEO. Moving on to the second month, right? So in the second month, what we will do is we'll develop another 5 topical blogs. And as we made that as a goal, we would try to hit 5 a month. Then we will move on to the product optimization. And what I mean by that is improving the product descriptions, re-optimizing the product meta titles and meta descriptions for better, stronger keyword positioning. Right now, their product titles are not so hot and they're just kind of all over the place. Enhancing the product description helps the product better perform, get better results organically. So another element to this is focusing on improving the product reviews. And this is extremely important because currently every single product that they have, it ranges from 10 to 15 reviews per product, which is great and all, but what we need to do is we need to have more reviews, because in the latest algorithm updates, Google has been emphasizing on importance of the product reviews. And especially if you're an e-commerce operation, you need to have a lot of product reviews. You need to be constantly enticing and encouraging your customers to drop you the e-commerce product reviews, because Google learns with their AI about the quality of your product, about your shipping, about your operation. They learn it through the voice of others who have experienced directly buying from you. This is why the e-commerce product reviews are so important, that you need to 100% concentrate, putting all your efforts into gathering as much as you can. That also helps products rank better in Google. I've seen it. I do this all the time. We got people that are doing $49 million a year right now with these kind of strategies. So take these strategies and implement them, because this is very important. Now, a lot of brands will be accumulating 10 or 15 reviews in like 10 years. That is ridiculous. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen ridiculous stuff as low as 2 or 3 reviews, and then the guy was in business for more than 8 years. So it is really important to focus on these reviews. We have an email automation system that we can send out to all the customers. It works great. We're able to double, these reviews on a monthly basis, and we also have another ways of enticing people to gather these reviews. We have a different tactics for reviews and reputation in general. So we'll be able to double these numbers. Right now, that would be a number one concentration and priority. Turn those 10 or 15 reviews into 20 or 30. And month after month with our automation systems, as these guys are busy and delivering more and more work on a daily basis, we'll be able to also automatically generate these reviews, which basically throughout the year should be able to accumulate over 100 reviews per product. We also need to utilize Google's free shopping listing placements to gain more visibility. And what I mean by that is businesses do qualify for getting Google shopping listings for free. You don't have to necessarily pay for those listings. And believe it or not, I've seen this in many different cases, and I have a lot of clients who do and who don't run the Google ads, and we have the free shopping listings for them because they qualified for it. And they're getting organic clicks from those shopping listings. So it's something that not to be ignored and underestimated. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and we have a way to do it. Lastly, we will work on establishing this website across 300 plus business directories. This is what I have gathered in my 8 years of experience, and 300 directories are that are the best directories to work with to establish your presence, that give us the backlink, which is the first layer of a strong link building for the domain authority. Being listed and being part of the directories is very important, because Google does respect the directories. It might not have as strong as a backlink as a blog backlink or a news backlink, but it is still a backlink that Google respects, and a type of a backlink that Google respects, that is used to build the first layer of a domain authority for the website. So we're focused on using these 300 best platforms that we have to build these business directories. and start generating those links. It'll take us about 14 days to get this listing done. And then once we complete the listing, what we want to do is we want to entice our customers to go ahead and drop us reviews on there. We have different methodologies of gathering these reviews for these platforms. 1 to 3 reviews to start off with is going to be great across every single one of these platforms, because we do need these reviews to be populated, because the thing is, way Google indexes these directories for your name, and we want these directories to be indexed for your name. It would be your name plus reviews, or your name in general. And way we do this is by getting reviews on these directories, and also building backlinks to the directories that we believe are super important for us to index for our name plus reviews. So lastly, with the reputation stuff, and a lot of people undervalue this, by the way. This is single most important thing, and cannot be skipped when you're building an organic foundation, especially to a website that does not have a lot of organic reputation. You're gonna need to have reviews on Trustpilot, SiteJabber, Google Business Profile, Facebook business page. That's at least 10 to start with if you don't have any presence on there. I mean, that's 40 reviews total to start with, and you want to continuously encourage people to drop your reviews on Trustpilot, SiteJabber, Google, Facebook page, month after month, so that way you do have a nice drastic reputation growth from the review side, and you're gathering the proof that you do offer quality and you do have a great product in the market. So do not skip this part. This is a very important part. And then lastly, the 3 to 6 month off-page SEO plan. So after analyzing all the competitors, and especially a top 20 organic competitors, we found that this is where their links are made out of, that have the most amount of equity that's passing over to these websites. You got blogs, coupon websites, forums, news websites, and directories. So what we need to do is we need to also have a similar structure, because in this market, this structure works. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to focus on what's been working, what type of sources have been working, and you need to concentrate on these sources. I've done SEO for over 8 years. A lot of people complicate it. A lot of people say a bunch of crap out there. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is the easiest way to create a plan. It is a lot of labor work. It is. That's what SEO is. Most of the work that you get paid for is the labor work. Yes, companies can do this themselves, but they don't want to. You know why? Because they don't feel like training people, putting people together. I mean, we have a whole team that does stuff. We got developers that work on a technical side. We got copywriters that work on writing content. We have people that are building links, identifying links. We have people that are writing, off-page content. We have people that are designing graphics for infographic backlinks or image backlinks or things like that. I mean, we got a whole department of SEO people that we split out this whole thing. I mean, if one guy did all this, they won't be able to focus on multiple accounts. And on top of that, if one guy did this, he would just go crazy. I mean, it's a lot of work. Would you build a house with your hands in 30 days alone without a team and without proper equipment? No, you won't be able to. So we have the tools and we have people in the departments broken out in phases, which makes a lot of sense for our system. That's why we're able to fulfill such a quality SEO work that we do for our clients. But anyways, going back to the strategy here, what you want to do is you want to actually take a look at the large overview of hey, what % of the competition backlinks are made out of blogs, coupon websites, forums, news, directories. In some cases, you got .edu, .gov, you got .ai. I mean, there is different TLDs, right, that people are utilizing also, and different types of styles of backlinks. But in this niche, this is basically what it is. And next thing that you need to do after you identify the overview of this whole thing, you need to actually go to your top competitors and go through their backlinks and have somebody basically go through every single one of the backlinks and figure out, are these backlinks the backlinks that make sense for our brand? Are these backlinks that we can also get? So you want to identify which backlinks are free. You want to identify which backlinks are not for free. So in this case, the first competitor, and this is just an example, right? So we were able to identify that these 16 sources that they have here, they're getting a lot of backlinks from these sources. That's just the number one guy. And then we got 8 sources that are free guest posts because we inquired. So all the blogs that they've gotten a backlink from, we went out and reached out to every single one of them. These guys confirmed that all we have to do is give them a written piece of content that makes sense for their blog, and then they will be able to publish the blog out for us and give us the backlink that we desire. And then I saw a couple of like PBNs, which is basically like .wordpress and .blogspot extensions. So it would be like a custom stairthreads.wordpress.com, and then you build some kind of a valuable content there that makes sense for the Google. You don't want to PBNs are they can get wild, and I'm not discussing PBN strategy here right now. That's for another video. But focusing on these free sources, some of these things might not make sense for our brand, right? We have to vet out these links. You got the SEO site checker and this kind of stuff. But what my team did was my team was able to scan through the number one guy and figured out, hey, these are the links that we can get for free, and we can start here. We don't have to have a client pay more for the paid backlinks. Now, once we do qualify which one of these actually makes sense and which one we actually want to cover for the client, we start with that. And then we move on to the second competitor, the third competitor, the fourth competitor. We got 20 competitors. We were able to pull this off of the first guy. So now going through the 19 other list, we're going to have quite a bit of a big backlinks for us to work with. That's going to be free, but you want to vet these links out and make sure they're relevant to your business and make sense for your business. But this is basically what kind of an overview of the quick 6-month plan looks like for most of the websites, especially in an e-com niche. This obviously is going to get a lot more detailed. I just want to vaguely share information with you guys that what this kind of stuff looks like, what strategizing SEO looks like, and I'm going to be sharing a lot more great content like this that's going to give you guys way more value than you're used to getting. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys drop me a subscribe if you want to connect with me. My social media links are going to be in the description below, and also if you want to join my private circle, that is Gorilla Wealth Club Discord channel, and I'm going to be leaving the link in the description below as well. There you can connect not only with me, but other search engine experts, other Google experts, Facebook ads experts, email and SMS marketing experts, entrepreneurs, and high network individuals who operate in the space of digital era. So that's pretty much it for today. Take care.